My name is Caitlin Konchak, and I'll be talking about the dispositions of educators. The dispositions that I believe I have to make me a successful educator are fairness and respect of diversity for others. I feel that regardless of who you are or your background, whether it's a different cultural background or economic background, I treat all students equally, especially since those things aren't in their control, so why compromise their education? The ability to reflect is another one. I feel that I reflect about essentially everything in my day-to-day, especially situations at school, whether it goes well or could have gone better. What can I do to make those more efficient? What can I implement in routines for my students to allow their day to go more smoothly and educators around them to work better? I also feel that I possess compassion for students. I love to converse with them, ask them questions, and just show genuine caring for them and what's going on in their lives, because this shows them that they're valued and that they're important for more than just work or school. They are people and they're important. I feel that I would need to work on, before my first year of teaching, a few dispositions. I feel that I do well in all dispositions, but there are certain portions of dispositions that I could work on. For example, curiosity. I'm pretty good at being curious about things, but I feel that I don't overachieve. I don't chase more learning than required, although I do try to do what is required well. I feel high expectations are a struggle for me, just because, especially when a student is having repetitive behaviors, it gets very difficult to repeatedly get on them. So sometimes I let things go just to not agitate them or make the situation worse, which in reality is not the best route to go, because you need to set certain expectations so they understand what is okay and what's not, and that they're not going to get away with said behaviors. Also, dedication and professional conduct. These go hand in hand, just because I struggle with punctuality. I have poor conception of time, so I am just not the most punctual person, and that is definitely something that needs to be worked on. As for the dispositions that I feel all educators should have, I feel that they should have all dispositions in some capacity, as they are all important. But the few that I felt were most important would be fairness and respect for the diversity of others, just because you need to treat all kids fairly and not compromise their education based on bias. Dedication, just because the field requires a lot of emotional labor. It's more than just what you know, it's putting your heart into it. So if you're not dedicated, then it's really going to be a struggle, and the students will see that. Compassion, same reasons. They just need to see that you care and that they matter for more than a grade or an assignment, and that they're people and they matter and they're valued. Also, high expectations, because you need to set those for them so that you push them beyond their limit so they can grow as learners. Thank you.